I created gPlans out of nutrition frustration. One day during nutrition studies at Duke University, we came across a revelation. We discovered that everyone has a completely unique metabolic structure and type. Eating a generic diet program will not get you the results you want, and you will continue on a path of yo-yo dieting forever. Ultimately, sustainable food programs are built within your own specific metabolic template.
I eat what Dr. G tells me to eat for my metabolic type. I don't call this program a diet because I eat more than on other programs.
Hello there, and thank you for joining today. So my name, of course, is Savannah, and the topic that I'm going to be discussing in our presentation today is goal setting. So hopefully going to give you some added tips, some things that will help out to make sure that you set goals that make a lot of sense for you and that you're successful with them. So we're going to jump right into the presentation. Please do feel free to go ahead and add questions about this presentation in with the chat box, and then at the end of the presentation I will look over some questions and address them at that time. So we will jump into our presentation here. All right. Okay, so goal setting. So setting goals that are smart. Are you tired of setting goals and then forgetting about them or just not fulfilling them? Simply setting a goal like I'm going to join a gym this year or I'm going to eat out less usually does not last very long. And why? It's because your goals need to be more strategic. Today we are going to discuss how to ensure that your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely, or SMART. Goal setting is about more than just naming what you would like to accomplish. It is very important to set smaller, very realistic goals that you know are achievable for you. If we set goals for ourselves that are too large or not realistic at the time, this can in a way set us up to fail. And when you are able to accomplish smaller goals and build on each one moving forward, you create a positive momentum in which you can build upon. So what should my goals be? Your goals need to be connected to your why to be effective. So knowing what your why is when setting any type of goal is so important. That's what drives you. If the goals you set are not personal and not truly something that you are passionate about reaching, it can be easy to lose momentum. So before setting a goal, first determine why do you want to reach that goal. Here's a few other questions that might kind of help you when you are setting goals. How will I benefit from this goal? What will be my biggest barrier? Thinking that through can kind of help you think of a game plan to work around that when and if that barrier does come your way. What is the first step I need to take to work towards this goal? And when is the soonest I can start taking action towards this goal? Okay, so outcome goals versus behavioral goals. So starting with outcome goals, they are typically going to be longer term goals. They're focused on a specific result that can only come from other actions. So these are the kinds of goals that most of us have a tendency to set by default, but we need to take things a bit further and be a bit more detailed in order to be successful. So a couple examples of outcome goals are things like, I would like to lose 20 pounds, I want to lower my cholesterol, or I would like to reduce my blood sugar to below the pre-diabetes level. Okay, now discussing behavioral goals. Behavioral goals are really where the magic happens. They're like the foundation for those outcome goals. So they are focused on specific actions that eventually stack up to the outcome goal. Behavior goals are what keep you on track to reaching your desired outcomes. They are action-oriented. So if your outcome goal is to lower your cholesterol, your behavioral goals are the steps that you will take to get there. So you might, for example, increase your daily intake of fiber by 2 servings or walk for 20 minutes a day. How to set SMART goals. So going through this checklist, making sure that your goal is SMART, is going to make sure that you're really set up for success with your goals. First, going down kind of the acronym of SMART, specific. Be as specific as possible when setting your goals. Rather than saying simply, I want to exercise more, a more specific goal might be, I will walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes after work, Monday through Friday. Measurable. So your goal should be quantifiable so progress can be accurately tracked and measured. How will you track your progress, and how will you know that you've reached your goal? Continuing with the example above, you could track your activity to know if you are meeting your goal. Achievable. Focus on behaviors that you can control. For example, the amount of weight that you lose each week is tough to directly control. However, you can control your behaviors that lead to weight loss. Instead of saying, I'm going to lose 2 pounds this week, rephrase your goal to, this week I will not get a snack out of the vending machine. Remember that goals should be challenging yet reachable in order to help you increase self-confidence. Realistic. So think about how likely it is for you to attain your chosen goals in any situation. Be realistic by setting a goal that is challenging but not too overwhelming. Experiencing success in your goal setting will help build that self-confidence and your ability to conquer even more challenging goals. And last, timely. So setting specific goals and end dates will help you commit to a set time frame. It's important to set both short and long-term goals. Long-term goals are those that you hope to achieve in the next 6 months to 1 year and beyond. You will make steady progress towards achieving your long-term goals each time that you achieve a short-term goal. Short-term goals will allow for more immediate feedback and are measured more in days, weeks, and months. And reassessing your goals. So you may need to kind of reassess your goals along your journey as well. Your goals should change and adapt to your needs over time. So what you need to focus on this week may change for next week. And your goals won't always be perfect. So sometimes you'll set goals that might be a little too far out of reach, and you'll get frustrated when you fail to reach them. It's only a failure if you completely give up. Use that time to go back to the drawing board, use those failures to learn and reassess, and then they can become a success. Sometimes, a lot of the times, setting a goal that might be not very achievable, not realistic for you in that moment, you can go back, kind of reassess that, and determine what is. All right, and so lastly here, we're going to go over a few additional tips that can be helpful to help you reach your goals. So first, share your goals. So when you set those goals for yourself, hold yourself accountable by sharing them with others. Discussing them more can also kind of help them keep those goals fresh on your mind and help you to stay more focused. Write down your goals. Write them on paper, in your phone, write them somewhere. When we write down our goals, they truly become more concrete, they become real to us. Track your progress. Find a way to track your progress that helps you to see your progress towards your goal. So this could be something like, of course, tracking all of your food intake, maybe using some type of chart where you can check things off daily, things like that. Utilize reminders. When working on building a new habit or breaking old ones, setting reminders like alarms on your phone can really help as you adjust. Kind of give yourself that reminder of your goal. And change your environment. This is a big one. In some situations, of course, we might not have the ability to have total control over our environments, but if you're able to, make your environment work for your goals. This could look like, for example, if you're struggling with snacking, with eating additionally outside of your meal plan, if certain foods are kind of triggering to you, you could just go ahead and make sure that those are out of the home. And lastly, work with a health coach. Health coaches here at gPlans, like myself, we're really able to help you hold yourself accountable to your goals, and then also ensure, of course, as well, that you can help to learn new ways how to be successful with your goals, give you additional tips and tricks along the way. So this was our presentation today on goal setting. I am going to go ahead and end our presentation here, and I will be able to now go ahead and take a few questions as well. So yeah, I don't see a lot of questions in our chat box right now. So if you do have any questions, I'd love to talk with you. My name is Savannah here at gPlans. I really appreciate you for tuning in today. I hope some of this information was helpful for you to learn more about goals and how to set appropriate ones for you so you can be successful. So thank you so much for tuning in.